we're going to do is we're going to have a recap. We'll kick it off by Hunter, since she's probably the only one of us that can actually
can remember everything.
Remember where we were.
This is a recap for you as well.
Mostly me. All right, so just let us know.
What's up?
Okay, we're streaming.
We are streaming.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. After a
month,
we are back, and we are picking up with Team Silence in the fine city of Fairhaven. Safia, why don't you bring us up to speed?
I don't think I will. So right now, Dalavash, Lob, Mother, and Dove are outside of Donegan's. We separated at the beginning. I went back to the Dormouse to sleep and try and get rid of my level of exhaustion, and they went to go drop off the book at Donegan's and then go to pick up our stuff. Donegan, when they went in, was super dodgy, saying first he wasn't available, and then he was being super dodgy, kept saying like he did what he had to do, and blah blah blah. Asked if they were followed. They said no because we didn't think so. Left. Basically got ambushed by 5 or 6 people. They
weren't like dressed official or anything either. They seemed to be more like a secret group or something. It wasn't like the law.
Right. So Mother said something about the book. She said something about the dagger. She said something about Mont Richard. No reactions from anyone about anything, so they don't really know who they are. So that fight happened, and they didn't really give up anything during the fight that I remember. And then me and Tomas were at the Dormouse. He was being followed by 2 people inside. I let him into my room, and he basically freaked out, saying he was being followed, and we had to leave. We left, went down, and then went around. We fought 3 people, and thankfully...
Sorry.
You mean he's a cutie?
No, did any... Oh my god. I'm sorry, did you... You're probably... Jamie, take another drink.
What just happened?
Watch your video.
Oh, nice, Jamie.
Are you serious?
Oh man.
Where did you sold?
I'm so sorry. Where's this happened to look over?
That's funny.
Sorry. I was pulling a Sam Riegel.
Anyway,
please continue.
we fought 3 people. He sent one away and was able to charm the other person to go after him. I almost died. He gave me a healing potion, and now we're running away to somewhere. And you can go fuck yourself, Jamie.
What can Mother, what can you tell me about what you know of the motives of this group that attacked you guys outside of Donegan's?
They did appear to be primarily after Dalavash.
Yeah.
Said, basically, give us him and we'll leave you alone.
But we didn't figure that out until like halfway through the fight because you were trying to threaten them by destroying the book or whatever, as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least... Dalavash, what can you tell me about your handler for the servitors, Nikolai? What did you find out?
I don't remember.
You tried to contact
anyone
him
else?
Again.
Yeah,
We didn't find out anything.
he said my life for something. Like he kept screaming.
Oh, yeah.
My life for you, I think, and he was screaming and hollering.
What did you cast, Mother?
Sending, I believe it was.
Oh, he cast sending to Nikolai.
Right.
Yeah.
And he
A horrifying scream.
a horrifying scream and said, "Oh no, they're coming."
Well, he said like my life for you. He sounded possessed or something.
Okay. Okay. So I think that about brings us up to speed on where we were. As the last assailant falls, and quiet settles on the market square.
I blow out the flame on the tip of my finger.
You hear, you still hear people shouting, but in the distance, you hear, "Come quickly! They're here! This way! They're
We
here!"
might want to get out of here.
Yeah. So how close
we go?
was the tailor's shop?
It's not in this square, but it's pretty close by. Donegan's is right here.
Yeah, we literally just left the door. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing?
Perhaps we should retreat back to the Dormouse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take the back alleys. Get off the beaten path. Where's our pass without trace?
Tailor's first? And
That would be on our ranger.
Right.
I don't have that spell.
Tailor's first or go?
I would say, ooh, shit. How long do we have before the party thing? If this is assuming that's even still happening at this point.
So yes, time wise, you have, it's about 4 p.m. You have, 3 hours before the party begins.
Okay.
However, only nerds are on time. So, so you have between 3 and 4 hours. Now,
how close to where we are is the tailor shop?
close.
All right. Why don't we head in that direction, but try to look for any sign of pursuit or the tailor shop being watched before we go in? Like kind of be somewhat stealthy. Or blend with the crowd, whatever we have to do. Which, speaking of that, I'm just going to change my appearance.
Perhaps see an inn or tavern nearby. Duck in there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get off the street at least.
Should I message staff?
Real quick. So, do you guys hear any music?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Yep.
I'm like hearing no music.
Oh, it just got louder.
Yep.
Yeah, it's. Hold on, I gotta. Is it like ear splitting loud
No.
right now?
No.
Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so as you guys are gathering up and going in, say, the opposite direction of most of the voices, coming in from multiple sides, you see a group of guardsmen approach, and as you go to basically make an attempt to go a different direction, you see what looks to be a captain or perhaps a leader with some more guards coming the other way, who confronts you and holds out a hand and says, "That will be enough. Please don't move. Do not resist. I am placing you all under arrest."
Is this a familiar captain?
No, not that you have seen before.
Are we still in a square, or have we left?
Yep, you are still in that square.
I want to look back at
So-
Donegan's to see if anyone's looking out the window.
You are not. You did start to move away. I apologize. You're still in that same general area. However, you are not at a place where you can see Donegan's. Okay, so I found an interesting tool that lets me generate skill challenges for 5th edition. And so what we're going to do is you guys have an opportunity to avoid either a confrontation or apprehension by participating in a skill challenge. I have selected specific skills that I think are pertinent, are relevant to the situation. Some of those skills would be considered easy and have a lower difficulty. In this case, it would be a difficulty of 9. Some of them are considered moderate, which would need a DC of 12. And anything that is not selected is going to be impossible unless you can give me a good reason. So I'm not saying that there's any skill that's off the table. However, if you persuade me that the skill is appropriate, it will still be a very difficult DC of 17. I'm not going to tell you guys what skills are available. You're going to be able to choose, whatever you think your character would do. So it is just a slightly different format for skill challenges, which is why I wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about it. But that's what we want to try out. So the guard captain approaches you and tells you that you are all under arrest. Do you guys want to do a turn order, or do you want me to track it and you guys can just decide who goes first?
You track it.
Okay. So who's up first?
I'm trying to think of what we should say.
Question first.
Mm-hmm.
As agents of the 12 and with our papers, do we have any kind of license to kill or something like that, so to speak?
Good question. And the answer is no, absolutely not. As in, no nation would recognize that.
Okay.
But much like 007, I think the question is really, do the servitors excuse violence? And that's a more complicated answer. So having a license to kill, if you did have one, wouldn't get you out of this situation and could still get you in even worse trouble than you're already in. However, it doesn't mean you would get in serious trouble with the servitors. I don't know if that helps you at all.
Okay. How long did it take before Nikolai, I think, sprang us from jail last time?
We don't have.
Nikolai didn't bring us from jail, did he?
No, Tomas did, I think.
Oh. Well, someone negotiated our release.
It was Nikolai.
Yeah, Nicola
Tomas
came and
was
picked us up.
there.
Who else was there?
That's fine.
But
I would
Nikolai's
say
not
probably
reliable at the
for
moment.
4 or 5 hours.
Oh, I'm trying to remember exactly the details of the party tonight. We're going there to meet, like, all the important people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how to spin that into we can't be arrested because we have to...
You don't.
Yeah. Now, what did he say exactly we were being arrested for?
He did not say what you were being arrested for.
We're still in the square?
Yep, roughly in that general area.
All right.
So like you can kind of see there where Donegan's is.
Okay.
There are just no real windows that you can see because the doorway is way back there.
Okay. Under what pretense are we being arrested?
Okay. So are you going to try and find out, get information from him?
Yeah.
You could roll a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one you feel is appropriate.
Just to gather information?
Do an insight. You could do... Yeah, I mean, again, this is a skill challenge. The point is to think of an appropriate skill.
Well, then I would like to persuade him to tell me everything that is relevant to this situation.
Okay.
That would be a 21.
21.
The lowest I can roll.
So as you start to explain your case and kind of talk to him about needing information, and he needs to tell you and be frank in exactly what he holds up his hand and says, I'm going to stop you there. We know who you are and we have eyewitness testimony. You will come with me quietly, or we will take you by force. And that is your first failure.
Wow.
Persuasion is off the table.
That was a high one then.
He does not appear able to be persuaded.
It's the cotton in his ears. Dang it. They knew about me. Wearing earbuds.
Who are we?
So,
who are we then?
Lob.
Yes.
The moment Dove starts to go into that whole mode that Dove has, where she is trying to persuade and cajole and just get people exactly where she wants, you can see immediately that this guy is having none of it. What do you do?
I'm going to attempt to deceive him.
Okay.
I'm going to say, your witnesses lie, and we weren't even part of what you think we were part of.
Go ahead and roll your deception. Okay. No modifiers, right? I know Dove has some weird stuff, but that's your roll. Okay, perfect. So, as you start to describe, go into this, you can see the doubt as you start talking in detail about his supposed witnesses. As you point around to the few people that are here and basically say everyone fled, they had no idea what was happening. And you can see him looking nervously towards the other soldiers. There's your first success. Mother, you see Go
Can I
ahead.
use insight to tell kind of, was he expecting the persuasion? Does he really know who we are? Does he
Roll your
have
insight.
kind of a advance notice, like these are exactly who you're looking for? Kind of, is this just an excuse?
Okay.
Can I use my inspiration on this?
You can. Yep, you can. Just click the plus. There you go.
There it is.
So your that is going to be your second success. And you guys need oh, what the hell just happened? You need the equivalent of 2 per person. Now it doesn't have to be, Lob gets 2, Dalavash gets 2. It just means you need 8 successes before you get 3 failures, okay?
Is this kind of the kind of skill challenge where an intimidation counts as a success and a failure?
No.
Okay. Because back in 4th edition they did, so I wasn't sure.
Right. It does not.
Okay.
So you can see right away, Mother, that he is here not okay. So you can see right away that he's here to do something no matter what, and he is not happy about it. And you can see right away that even he doesn't feel that this is okay. Dalavash. As the soldiers start to crowd around you, you can see that he totally blew off Dove. However, as soon as Lob pointed out the challenges with the witnesses, he seemed to hesitate a little bit. And you guys are slowly starting to get boxed in. What do you want to do while everyone else is talking? Because this may I want you to branch out. In other words, I want everyone to be thinking not just, oh, how do I persuade them? How do I talk? This could go to the point where either there's a combat or you guys have to flee, and you need to be looking as a group and keeping your options open. So as you're seeing your companions taking care of this situation, but knowing that it's teetering on a knife's edge, Dalavash, what do you want to do?
Quick question first. Can we use the same skill multiple times or just once?
You could potentially use the same skill multiple times as long as it's appropriate.
Okay.
All right, Dalavash.
You want to look around for the best way to escape.
Okay.
And
So
make
I
an
could see.
investigation.
I was going to say, I could see 3 skills that could be appropriate to that situation. You could have perception, investigation, or even survival.
Ooh, survival's my best one. We're gonna do that.
Okay. Okay. All right. So as Lob is talking to the captain, and you can see Mother studying the situation. You look around and slowly position yourself in a certain spot and kind of give a signal to the rest of your group to show them that right behind you is a potential way out. That's your 3rd success. Dove. You notice Dalavash shifting slightly, kind of creating a little bit of a barrier, and you can see immediately that there is a potential opening should the need arise. What are you going to do? You know your attempts to persuade, weren't.
I want to do the equivalent of a, oh my god, look over there. And having what Lob you said gave them the impression that maybe it wasn't us kind of a thing, something like that. So I want to try to look like I'm seeing something behind them and then say something to the effect of, did you say it was it 4 people you were after or 5, was it?
What skill do you want to use?
Deception?
Roll
We
it.
should undermine.
I'm assuming that's before you add your
No.
plus 31.
Well, that is with the plus. I have a plus 11, but I can't roll lower than a 10. So that was.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So, wait. So why was your
the 14
persuasion
would have
21?
been because the lowest I can roll is a 10.
Oh, because you rolled a 3.
Yep. 3 gets me a 14.
I need to create a macro for that. Okay. So a 31. There is your 4th success. And as you're kind of looking around in roughly the opposite direction of where Dalavash has situated himself, you kind of ask that question, how many people were you looking for, as you kind of look,
Yep.
and one of the guardsmen wanders off in that direction, looking for who you might be talking to, as the captain kind of once again exchanges uncertain looks with the rest of his group. Lob, you see an opportunity.
So,
how do you want to capitalize on this situation?
I want to use a skill, but I don't want to use it verbally. I kind of want to flex my muscle and then subtly count the number of guards and the captain, and then subtly count us.
But not like not clandestinely.
But not like,
I'm assuming that's intimidation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's doing it on his fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, Love, that is your 5th success. As you kind of just sit there, as the guard wanders away, you make this elaborate point of just like,
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then, you can see,
and I kind of point towards the 2 lone guards, and I point to the rest of the party, and I kind of point towards the captain.
As the guards kind of separate a little bit more to kind of create a wider net, if you will. And the guards are now looking very, very uncertain as the captain shifts his weapon and clears his throat. Now see here. I have orders to capture all those involved with this situation. As you can see them clearly, not only uncomfortable. Mother, what are you doing in this break, or this shifting of tensions? What are you doing?
Okay, this is going to sound... I'm going to guess this would be intimidation, but I'm also thinking of perception and maybe also my skills in blacksmithing. Kind of thinking of looking at and maybe pointing out the arms and armor we each have, like, kind of the implication being, you're going to try to arrest us in those tin cans?
How about, if you want to do something like that, how about going with an intimidate roll? And let's see where you land.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think it would be perception. Can't think of any other ways I would use insight. What about would knowing about the laws of Fairhaven as the place? I wanna say,
History could be an
yeah, would
option.
that be history?
Hmm.
I suppose try to think of, are there any laws of this place that I might know of that might be applicable to, for instance, well,
Roll your history.
can we offer to...
Okay. There is your 6th success. As Mother kind of ponders the situation and then starts talking about a law that they remembered that Ondur has regarding unlawful search and seizures. And he just starts kind of, Mother just starts kind of rattling off and pondering, if you are uncertain and just kind of going off until the captain very clearly clears his throat and looks very uncomfortable. Dalavash, what are you doing as Mother starts talking about very relevant laws?
I am having a hard time coming up with anything else.
Think about what what others have used, as well as the situation that you're in. You could also use something of a insight, history, something like that. So the other thing is you have options for mundane, right? So doing things like an acrobatics check, doing something to, impress with your prowess, something like that. I mean, there can always be different things, not just just like Lob did with his counting, right? You could do something with acrobatics that lets them know, oh my god,
This guy's
this is a
flexible.
professional. Yeah. Something like that. It doesn't have to be. And here's the important thing I want to stress with the skill challenge. You don't have to tell me exactly what you do. Just tell me what the skill and roughly what you want to do. Let's roll it, and then I'll let you know kind of what you do. Like with Mother with the history, right? Mother didn't really know the law, but by rolling a successful history, Mother remembered that there was a particular passage that they had read on unlawful search and seizure. So think about the skill that you want to roll and how would it be relevant in this situation. Does that help?
Yeah. I guess I'll try an acrobatics.
Okay.
Trying to impress them the way Lob did with strength.
Ooh.
All right. So as they are, as he starts clearing his throat, as Mother starts to, talk about the laws and what they remember about the rulings, Dalavash just kind of casually walks over more towards the location where he saw the opening, and just kind of casually, I'm gonna say, well, what do you do? What do you want to do, Dalavash? You could quickly run up a wall and do a flip. You could do something maybe non-threatening with a bow or a weapon. What do you want to do? Anything in particular? By the way, it's a success.
I'm gonna balance my bow on one finger.
Okay. So as you're kind of walking over, you just kind of hold your bow up first in the paw, and then you just kind of while keeping it vertical, you kind of just walk it on your fingers until it's perfectly balanced on one finger, and then you just start flipping it and catching it as you watch the guards, who immediately kind of take one step back from their commander and kind of put a little bit more distance between themselves.
Mhm.
And now we are back to
Yeah.
Dash, Mother.
Dove.
Did I skip Lob?
No, you
Did
said
I?
love.
No.
No, back to
No.
Dove.
Because they had one failure.
Oh, that's right. Back to Dove.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna basically subtly mention that we have contacts in the upper echelons of government, which I know is technically a lie, and to apprehend us now while we're doing very important
Deception?
either deception or intimidation, but deception is probably the way I'd rather go.
Roll your deception.
All right. So 21.
As as the guards are kind of looking with pained expressions and like exchanging glances as Dalavash shows off, you kind of turn to Mother and you just say, Jurian was the one that told you about that law, wasn't he? I will have to talk to him at the party tonight. I told him, and you start going on about a conversation with the governor of Fairhaven.
As if I'm on like first name basis and everything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the guards just kind of flat out sheath their weapons. And the captain just kind of clears his throat and says, will you remaining in the city today?
We are, in fact.
May I give you my card in case we have questions?
I will graciously take his card.
As he just kind of runs. Everyone roll me an insight.
Okay.
Wow.
Woo! Look at this.
Yeah.
Matt. Geez,
Oh,
Matt.
Matt.
I'm like, who's, like
Oh, everyone except for Matt. No, just kidding. Actually, everyone except for Dalavash. Actually, no, Dalavash too. You can tell right away that he's not happy having to back away and looking foolish. However, he is glad that he's not apprehending you, if that makes sense. He doesn't like looking foolish.
Yeah. Now
And he
we've
definitely
given him
doesn't
a,
like the whole. You've given him a valid
given him an out,
reason,
yep.
and he's happy to take it.
Okay.
And with that,
Then I'll thank him for his
I wanna say
service and
something.
compliment him
I
on
wanna
his
say-
great job.
Yep. As we part, I want to go, keep up the good work, Captain.
Yep.
and that definitely goes a long way. In fact, because of that, Mother, you get your inspiration back.
Okay.
As they kind of wander off. Now you see a few people like kind of just staring and talking. There's still lots of people staring and talking. But one person in particular, as soon as they leave, he's just sitting there kind of looking like, what the hell? He sees you guys looking for him and dashes off like back into the crowds to get lost. Okay, so now that now there's still guards in the area, they're still kind of cleaning up after and interviewing. It's probably not a great idea to stick around, regardless of of how that turned out.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we might as well get our outfits then while we're down here.
Yeah.
Are you all going together?
I think at this point we probably should,
Okay.
just in case there's
alright.
there's another ambush or something. We should probably stay as a group.
Right. But they're also well, we don't know that for a fact, but they're looking for a group that matches our number.
Yeah, but it's not like it's an unusual numbered group. There's probably other groups of 4 wandering around. They might even be looking for 5 if they think that Saf's supposed to be with us. So they might be going more on a description than a number of people.
Perhaps keep a lookout outside and others go in.
Can any of you guys change your appearance?
No,
I don't think so.
you can.
That's too
but-
bad. You guys are missing out.
Or go to
Well,
an alley within
some of us don't have to perceive people.
That's true.
I mean, deceive. Did I say perceive?
You
I meant
did.
deceive.
That's like they just go like this.
I don't know, Lob. You did a pretty good job of deceiving those guards.
has difficulty deceiving. Lack the muscles.
Well, so just curious what your overall plan is, because picking up your items won't take too long,
Right.
but getting back to the Dormouse with your items will probably all said take about a half an hour.
Yeah. I think that's
Then
that's
getting
the
ready.
plan, Yeah.
Are you going to try and do anything about Nikolai
We have nothing to go on.
or Donegan?
I'd like to go back to Donegan's shop.
Well,
May have
if
information.
they're close
I mean,
by,
We didn't pick up our stuff, right?
I think he had already technically given us the items because we used them to get the book, didn't we? So it's,
He did, yeah.
it's just trying to pay him back.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to do some kind of fancy dress armor.
Ornamental armor.
Oh,
Yep.
right. Okay, yeah. Well, if they're close by, if the shops are relatively close, then, 2 of us can grab the outfits, the costumes, and the other 2 can go hit Donegan's real quick. Again, I don't know if you're going to get much more out of him, but it's really, as far as the tailor shop, it's really just a quick grab and go, I think.
Okay, who's going where?
I'll go to the tailor shop. I gotta
I'll
make
go
sure
to
the
Donegan's.
outfits-
Lob to Donegan's, Dove to Taylor, Dalavash and Mother. Where are you going?
I'll go to Donegan's.
Okay, Dalavash and Lob to Donegan's,
How
Mother
much-
and Dove.
Is it a big pile of stuff we're getting from the tailor shop?
Yeah, maybe a pretty good.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
would need somebody else to go just to carry everything back.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have the bag.
Because I do have the, or we do. Do I have it?
I thought Mother
We have
had the bag
Oh,
of
Mother
holding.
has it. If you give me the bag, I can go get the stuff. You 3 can stay together at Donegan's because I have ways of disappearing from view if necessary.
True. If you think best, yeah, acknowledged.
Okay.
We'll go.
The front entryway to Donegan's is probably not the best bet right now.
Because that's the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a back
Okay.
way?
Maybe. So as the two of you, as each of you split up,
Mm-hmm.
hold on one second. Okay.
Oh.
Meanwhile, outside, as the two of you, Saf and Tomas, as you, did you actually take that potion?
Yes, I did.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
still-
down to 18. Or, yeah, I was down to like 12, actually. Something
Okay.
like that. It was bad.
Yeah. Okay, so as the two of you finish and begin to run towards the away from the scene, as the one gentleman, people are screaming, people are running, and as the other gentleman or the other assailant, after Tomas speaks his spell, he bolts and basically said, "You should check on your friend." The two of you bolt, and heading down different side streets, you can see that there are additional chases, or you can spot here and there additional people following you and ganging up. As Tomas spots them too, he turns to you and he just says, "Do you trust me?
Yes.
I have a place, but we must try and lose them before. Come with me." As he darts off into a street, but to get across to another alley, immediately you see other signs of pursuit. Now, similar situation for you, Saf. This is going to be a skill challenge. It's going to be tighter since there are only two of you. So you need 4 successes before you get 3 failures.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
So as Tomas jumps into the street, he is currently in the lead. However, he's got your hand, and you can see that there is another group that will be cutting you off
In the direction we need to go.
in the direction he is currently heading. You can see right away that you are going to get boxed in.
So, what I want to try and do first, if I can see the intent of where he's trying to go, and if there's like buildings around, I want to try and acrobatics to like jump, like, jump on a cart that has a horse and then jump over them, whatever way I think he's trying to get us.
Okay, make your roll.
God, I hope it's good. Cool! Definitely using inspiration on that. Cool! Still shitty, but it's not a 1.
There's your first success.
Cool, good, because that was really bad.
Here's as you're following him, you can see coming down the side, because it's not so much an alleyway as just kind of like a much smaller street.
Mhm.
And as you're in a sense following him, you see it, you wrench your hand free, you vault over a small cart and do like a flying double kick into this tower of like woven baskets, completely blocking off the side street where the others were coming, as just abrupt chaos breaks in to the side street and the path. Immediately, you're back running with Tomas. As he looks, sees them, his face recognizes what he almost did, and just gives you an appreciative smile and nod. As you guys make your way further, I don't know how I want to do this with an NPC, but
Make Matt roll.
it's not a
Matt,
bad idea.
come up with it. You're gonna have to help me this time.
Let me see.
Damn
Hold
it.
on one second.
Sorry! This is what you volunteered for. Little did you know.
Does the passenger have to make skill challenges too?
He does now.
He's,
I get
can't
disadvantage
really
because he
do
yells at me
that.
all the time.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, Saf,
Oh shit! I forgot.
disadvantage on ability checks.
No, too bad. I already rolled. You already said I failed, or I
So
succeeded.
on that one, you used your
Yes, my
Inspiration.
inspiration.
My one and only.
So it. It evened out. Is that just ability checks or skill checks too?
I don't know if it does it. I assumed that it does it because of me
Skill
having a
checks.
level of exhaustion, but
Skill checks are technically ability checks.
this is your fault. You didn't let me sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is going to be harder for you. Okay. All right then. As you guys continue running, Tomas takes you down another side street and motions you. What? Oh, nice. I somehow both of you selected. But Tomas stealthily moves towards ducking into an alley for your second success. That's the only time he's going to get to help you.
Okay.
So the next two are up to you.
Okay.
So he moves you guys into a what looks like a small shop, and you guys are keeping low, and you're in the back, kind of staying out of sight. So far, none of the employees have even seen you, as they're all busy working. But you can see into the front part of the shop, two pursuers enter the shop and start scanning rapidly, looking for you guys. What do you do?
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's a back door out?
There you go.
Okay, and
With disadvantage. Yeah. Okay. Looking around the room, now you guys have already kind of come in one back door. However, you can see that there is some type of almost like a half door, kind of like not like a cat door, but something similar, where it's this door that it looks like is used to send out dust and dirt debris from whatever it is they're making, whatever they're doing in this shop. You don't know what it is, but there's wood shavings and all kinds of things. It's a very, very dirty environment. And so on the wall there's this little chute, and it looks like it only opens up the one way. But it looks like it would be a good spot for you guys to get out. So that is your second success. As you guys make your way towards that, and see, just as you're about to take the exit, one of the employees finally notices you and stops to confront you. What are you doing here? You cannot be back here. Go! You must go! Go! And immediately you can kind of see the heads turning of the guys in the front of the showroom trying to find you. What do you do?
This is so stupid. I want to try and use persuasion to be like, yeah, we're trying to leave. Can we go this way? And then kind of just like walking away into where that little door is.
Do you want to use persuasion or like what are you just want to talk to the employee?
Try and beat us to go the other way. Be like, no, you need to go out the front door. It would be like, yeah, we are leaving.
Roll your persuasion.
Trying to do ones I'm good at. Well, oh, damn it.
And there's no, so that is going to be a very hard one to try and talk. And the employee just doesn't even seem to understand. Like, no, like even if you aren't supposed to be, why would you want to use that door? So he just stops kind of sitting there arguing with you, and he just seems generally confused. However, he's getting louder and louder as you can see. The assailants are trying to force their way back. That's your first failure.
Okay, but I have 3 because he succeeded and I succeeded twice, or
Correct.
the first one didn't. Okay.
You're 2 and 1. You got 2 more successes before 2 more failures.
2 or 3? Do I need 5 or 4? So I need 1 more. Okay.
You have 2 successes, 1 failure. You were responsible for a success. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, the exhaustion is certainly not doing you any favors.
That's why I'm trying to do something I'm good at.
We got the acrobatics and investigation, and Tomas got, I'm guessing, stealth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 total.
Right, 1 of them was a failure. I'm tracking.
This was the 4th.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I appreciate you trying to help, Chris. It's okay.
Stealth was a failure?
It's fine.
Stab it and move on.
I know, seriously. I mean, that's the best thing I can do. I want to try and stealth away. I know it's going to be harder anyway, but can I?
Oh, you are right. The investigation, I didn't track that. I was trying to think through. So you need 1 more success before 2 failures.
But I just got a failure, so if I get 1 more...
No, you have 1 failure, 3 successes.
Right, but I need 4 successes before 2 fails.
Correct.
So if I fail this, then whatever happens,
whatever the roll is, yeah.
Whatever this is. But stealth is going to be harder, probably.
You have 2 more chances at minimum.
Okay. I want to. I guess it'd be. No, acrobatics would be better. No. Is there anything around me I can grab or use? Because my thought is even sleight of hand, that's a fucking, like... I want to try and make a distraction somewhere else and make a lot of loud noise somewhere else, but I don't know if that would be sleight of hand or something else.
I think sleight of hand would be a good
Okay.
One to use.
Then I'm going to try and do that and try and throw whatever kind of shot this is, something.
Ryan's going to disappear.
Roll your sleight of hand.
Cool. This is great.
That's actually one of the skills I selected as easy.
Oh, that's lucky.
That's a success. So,
That's very lucky.
as you are kind of like trying to get this guy to shut the hell up, you see something precariously balanced. You kind of like start gesturing and creating a little bit of a misdirection so that he kind of looks away, and you just whip your leg out, kick this this weird metal contraption off of this workbench, creating this huge clatter. And as soon as that happens, as soon as it falls, the dude drops his broom, puts his hands up, and dives to try and save whatever this contraption is. You and Tomas bolt and just dive through that door.
Oh, I feel bad. Bye, Brian.
Brian's resetting
Is he okay?
no, he's resetting his modem.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he's not done for the night. He's just
No.
Okay. Okay. So as the two of you bolt out, you are now covered
Blech.
in just dirt and grime as you kind of work your way out. And you are in a back alley with no signs, and there's tons of chaos happening. You can hear from the inside, but Tomas just kind of looks at you and he just says, "Oh, good thinking. Come this way." As he once again takes your hand and starts running away from the scene. Okay. All right. So the two of you kind of make it away from the general area, and you start actually going into the less good part of town. It's
Bad.
past the Dormouse level, right? The Dormouse was kind of like the older town, but there was reconstruction going on, rebuilding. It's kind of like you see, the old Main Street renovations, right? Taking old decrepit buildings and make it. That's the area where the Dormouse is. And you guys are kind of going beyond that, where there's not as many renovations. There's no hipsters moving in, converting old buildings to apartments and things like that, right? This is
Okay.
just not the best part of town. But Tomas seems to know, where he's going, and is confidently leading you towards wherever.
Okay.
So, after a little while, you guys finally make it to what kind of looks like a very old and not so well upkept warehouse. He ducks into a door as he kind of pries open. There's a chain, but there's just enough space for the two of you as he gestures for you first to go inside. Quickly!
Okay,
It's
I guess
dark.
I go.
It's dark, and as soon as you go in, he's right behind you.
Okay.
And then as he resettles everything and makes it look like you guys are in almost complete darkness, but Tomas utters a few words, and an amulet that's on, just like an amulet that he's wearing, begins to glow with light, and he just looks at you with kind of a crazed grin and just says, "This way," as he kind of walks further back into the to the warehouse.
Okay, I just follow him.
Okay.
She probably looks at herself for a second, great, and then goes.
All right, so he makes his way back, and you guys are you find your way into what used to be maybe like an office or something like that. It is not it's not nice by any means, but it's clean, and it looks like there's quite a bit of useful items there. Looks like there's a small stockpile of food, looks like some barrels of water. There are about 3 or 4 different like cots, like slash sleeping pads, and it looks secure. Like, in fact, once Tomas he does something, he says something, and touches the door just a certain way before you hear an audible click, and then the door unlocks before you go in. So it looks fairly secure. And immediately he lights a few torches, a few lamps, and then just kind of motions you to sit down in a comfortable looking chair as he says, please, you must let me attend to your wounds. Now, himself, he's also pretty wounded as well. So after
magic.
he just kind of like doesn't like he's not casting any spells or anything like that, but he does clean you up and bandage a couple of the more serious scrapes and bumps, and you can at this point I'm going to say you can take a short rest if you'd like.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, and that way you can regain any hit dice that you want. Okay.
I'd do that. Where are they on here?
So yeah, if you go to short rest, so the bed, it's the first icon, short rest.
Okay.
And then you can, to the right of that is your hit die, and you currently have 5, so you can just roll your hit dice.
I want to roll 3. Get over here. Oh.
Well, you can roll them. You can roll them one at a time. Okay, so first one, that's max hit points.
Ooh, I might not even need to.
Yep. Next
that's
one.
good enough.
So, yep. All right. So you still have 3 hit dice, and you are mostly recovered. Tomas kind of does a similar thing.
You should think twice about letting a cretin like him touch you.
I thought that was Jamie for a second.
I did too. Do you react, Saf?
Yeah, she probably winces when he says that, and she's just like quiet.
Tomas kind of stops as he's like, helping with the dressing. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not you.
He has a bit of a concerned look on his face as he continues and finally finishes. And you guys have you've now taken a short rest. For you, it is, oh man, that's the wrong time. So for you guys, you've got just a half an hour, Saf, before the party starts.
Oh fuck.
And you are not where your friends think you are supposed to be.
Oh no. You have that armor? That glamored armor?
Yes, I do.
So technically you could still show up at the party in a dress.
Yeah, but I need to talk to Tomas first and figure out what the fuck is going on.
No, I'm just saying if you can't meet up with us and you show up at the party fashionably late, you can still technically look presentable.
Yes.
So once everyone's wounds are properly cleaned, bandaged, and you guys have had that chance to rest, he just kind of like puts his hands in his head and he just says, I am so sorry. Everything is just, and he had just this pure look of frustration. We are so close.
Close to what?
You, the party, the. This is so important. What you do, who you will meet, so much depends on this. Not just for you, but for many people. Roll an insight, Seth. And
As the dramatic music swells.
yeah.
Right?
Matt, roll a d20. Okay. Oh, you did disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so I got
Okay.
23 instead of 24.
Okay.
Wow.
So for both Saf and Elioth, Tomas kind of hitched a little bit when he said that so many people. You almost get the impression that he was going to say, "I am depending," but changed it at the last moment.
Okay, so can you say the sentence again? Me and
So-
him are depending on it?
He basically told you that you were so close, that the individual you needed to meet at the party, and that so many people are depending on that to happen. But you feel that that he almost said, "I."
I'm depending on.
Yes. And he genuinely looks distraught.
Okay. She's gonna change the subject. Were those people after you or me? Or both of us?
I believe that they were mostly after me. And so I apologize that I led them to you. There are forces that are moving against us. That is my master and myself.
What are your goals? Why are they opposed to you?
A pained look crosses his face. As much as I would like to, I cannot tell you. My master has agreed. If you do this thing, he has agreed to meet you. But I cannot discuss this without his approval. And he will never agree until he feels safe.
So, what am I getting at this party? I'm meeting someone? And she's saying that to him. I'm not asking you, I know, but.
What was your question?
She just asked him, like, who am I meeting at this party, or what am I getting for you? Or what am I supposed to be getting if I can make it?
Don't trust this creature.
I'll say internally why.
He's not what he seems to be.
Internally, she'll say, "How do you know?"
He lies. I sense it. He simpers. He's weak.
Okay, Lob.
And he's less than you. Get rid of him. I live in your head.
She just says, "I'll keep that in mind."
Now,
The weakest
internally,
for both of us.
I know.
internally, your ability to communicate with Elioth is as fast as thought.
Mhm.
So all Tomas seems to see is a slight pause and almost like a cocking of your head in thought, and for him that follows almost immediately your question that you asked him about who are you supposed to meet, who are you supposed to or what are you supposed to get. Tomas takes a very deep breath and just kind of just does like one of these like real quick, just frowning, eyes closed, and then he looks up and he says to you, "What you do is very dangerous. Who you will meet, it is beyond normal danger. You will see if and when you meet with this being. But no, this being is very powerful. Promise me." And he reaches to take both of your hands. And he grasps both of your hands if you allow it. Do not challenge this being. Do not insult this being. I fear he may be mad, but flatter. Be impressed. Be respectful. Do not challenge this creature. Please promise me. Please.
I promise. Do you know what they look like? What I'm looking for?
You will see when you enter the manor. That is all I can say.
I'll know exactly who you're talking about.
Use your eyes. Look. You will see. They just leave it there for all to see. But many do not.
That's terrifying.
Where you go quietly. In fact, he holds up his finger and goes over towards a like a small, very small chest. It's probably about this big, this wide. It's almost like a foot locker. He taps it at a few places and opens it up. Mm-mm. And he pulls out a vial of something. And brings it over and hands it to you. And gives it to you. And so you now have in your inventory an as of yet unidentified potion. But he tells you this is a potion of invisibility. When you find the path, use it and quiet. I suspect that what Jazz has you looking for is nearby. The book. Yes?
For her, she said it was gonna be in a thing. I assumed it was as small as a ring. Is it a book too?
It is a rune-covered chest she seeks. What she does not tell you is it is a rune-covered book.
Like the one we got before.
He looks at you curiously. The book is contained. I do not believe it was there.
Was the at Mount Cumbro, is that the same? Was that book? No, that was an amulet we thought. Never mind. Okay. But the book we got had runes on it.
She seeks the binding. It is, and he just kind of holds out his hands. It is a shield. But we believe it is already gone.
I mean, I could say it's already gone. She gave me another thing of poison to drink since we got the last of it, but I didn't drink it.
I have tried, but I cannot find who is forcing her hand, who she is working for. This is very unlike the daggers, as they have not been so forceful in the past. Jazz has always preferred to operate in the shadows, maintaining her slight and tenuous grip. This is very unlike her.
So she's going to be even more upset if I come back empty-handed.
If you make contact, I believe my master will intervene. Get him what he wants.
Higher.
Can I make an insight check when he says that? On Tomas.
Oh, on Tomas? Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Actually, before you answer, can I on both?
Oh, an insight against Elioth?
Yeah.
It would be the same roll for
Okay.
both.
Okay.
So what you can see, or what you can tell, is that Elioth genuinely believes that he is lying, but just generally doesn't seem to like him.
Shocking.
But Tomas appears genuine as well.
Okay. How far away is the mayor's house from here?
If you left straight from here, it would probably take you probably about 45 minutes to an hour.
Great. And it's 30 minutes to get there. Are you gonna message them and let them know where I am so they're not freaking out?
He kind of frowns. I may be able to make contact at the dormouse and leave a message. And he gets up, reaches into a small pouch, picks up what appears to be some type of an arcane focus, and casts a spell and quietly says a few words. Waits a beat, nods, says a few more, and then comes back to you. Back to the other group. We're gonna rewind about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Dove, you make your way towards the tailor and find that Donegan has sent everything that you guys ordered from him, as well as all of the other things. So you now have literally everything you guys need for the party.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be funny when they go to get it and it's not there.
So while you're making your way, that's not going to take too long. It's going
Right.
to take maybe like 10 minutes to get there and have them start getting everything.
Yep.
The three of you, Lob, Dalavash, and Mother, assuming you make your way around towards the back of the shop, if you don't want to approach towards the main entry, which is currently swarming with guards.
No, back entry.
Okay. So as you guys make your way around, you can definitely see and hear. That's where the forge work is and things like that. And you see an open door, and as soon as you come around the corner, you see Donegan standing in the open door. He is outside the building, furiously talking to one of his assistants. And as you guys are approaching, he looks startled, sees you guys, and begins to walk away quickly in the exact opposite direction of where you guys are coming. So he's out of the shop, heading away from his shop, and most importantly, away from the three of you. What do you want to do?
Say that again.
So as you guys come around to the back, Donegan is outside. He's standing in sort of an
All right,
open.
no,
He's
fuck
having a
that
cigarette
shit.
break.
I'm going right up to him.
Well, yeah, but as soon as he sees you, he starts walking fast in the opposite direction. So you're
I said,
just going to
"Stop."
continue going. He just, you can see him just hunch his shoulders. His head kind of goes down.
How far away are we?
I'm gonna say, he was walking fast, but not as fast as you guys. And as soon as you say stop, you're probably about 15 feet away.
All right, I want to close the distance.
Okay, he does stop when you say it. He turns.
As he turns, I want to swing.
Okay, roll to hit.
Motherfucker. Swing. There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. So, I'm gonna just take us to here.
Go back.
No, this one. And then, all right. So as you guys approach him, he's definitely pretty caught. He starts to turn around and Lob just decks him, like just knocks him right out.
What the fuck was that all
laying on the
about?
ground. He just kind of he's holding his nose, which is now pouring blood, and he just holds up and he says, "Please stop! Please stop!"
Hey, Will, answer my question.
Yes. What? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
What do you know? What the hell is going on here?
Oh, please, can we go somewhere less crowded, please?
Alright, is he still on the ground?
Yes.
I want to pick him up, but not very nicely.
Okay. So you just kind of reach down and grab him by his freaking ascot and just kind of yank him to his feet, and he's just he's struggling between maintaining his balance, being scared and furious all at the same time, and he just says, oh, "Okay, I am up. Please, just let go. Please, come with me. Let us go away. There's too many eyes, too many people watching. Please."
Lead the way, and I better like your answers.
Okay, so he takes you guys away, or leads the way. Hold on 1 second. He takes you guys a little bit away and goes behind what looks like a pub into a little bit of an alley. Now, he has effectively cut himself off because it is a dead-end alley. But there's also no one around. Up the alley is what looks like the back door from the pub, but behind is like garbage bins and not much else. And so he just kind of like he's got like a handkerchief hold and wiping blood off of his nose and trying to breathe again. And he says, he just turns to look and he said, "You must understand, I had no choice. I'm sorry."
Explain how you had no choice.
I was told to send you there. That's it.
By who?
I don't know. They're working with Jazz or the Daggers. I don't know. But they had things
what?
held against me.
And you don't know who they were?
I don't know who they were.
You
They
must
just
have
said
seen someone.
I saw, but I don't know who they were. They were just a group of men who had certain information that I had no choice.
Delavash, do you know who those guys were? They were after you.
Yeah, I know they were. I have no idea why. Yeah.
They paid for your gear. They paid for it. They did not. I do not think they expected you to return.
Insight check.
Go ahead. Dalvash Mother, if you want to join in.
I mean, not that I probably need to.
No, we're the Insight Brigade.
Pretty much. And Lob doesn't even have that huge of an advantage. I would say that
I have a plus 6.
Yeah, but Mother has like a plus 9 probably, a plus 8. And Dalvash has a plus 7, so I guess it's not too different. Anyways, all three of you think he is definitely like it's like he just kind of latched onto what you guys were saying, but it jogged something when you talked about the men after Dalavash. They did not expect you to return. I know this. They just said to send you there.
For our equipment? That makes no sense.
He just kind of.
Where did you meet?
At my shop. It was the expensive gear. I could not give it away. I needed some way to send you. So they reimbursed me.
You guys have any questions?
I wish I was there. Damn it.
Dalavash,
I have a huge
Mother?
question.
Same people as were here just now?
No, I did not recognize any of them. We all saw the fight. This is bad.
You said they were working with Jazz or the Daggers. What makes you think that?
Well, they told me to tell you that Jazz was. I had a debt to Jazz. I do, but they are not related.
They told you about this book? Who wanted the book?
These men. They're the ones. I do not think the book was important. I think that
No.
just getting you to wherever this place was.
Lob looks like he's realizing what's going on here. At least he thinks he knows what's going on. And there's a troubling look on his face, like he realizes it was a trap.
It was supposed to be.
Please, I must go. Like, I don't even know if they will be coming after me.
I want to grab the handle of his club.
Club? Okay.
The one he has hanging off his belt.
Okay. He's not like even trying to be aggressive, and so
Are
he
you
just needs.
lying?
No, I am not lying. I'm telling you.
If I find out that you've been withholding anything, we'll be back. And I'm taking this. And I yank the club off his belt,
Okay.
ripping it if I have to.
No, it's just on like a loop and a hook, so you're able to pull it off. Although it does kind of jostle him as he pull it off of him. He says, "That's fine. That's fine."
We should go. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
As we get away from him and out of earshot, I tell Dalavash and Mother, we need to go back to the Dormouse immediately.
Agreed. What of Dove?
Screw Dove.
Oh man.
Wow.
Okay.
And Lob, even if Dalavash and Mother doesn't follow, goes in the direction of the Dormouse.
Okay. So the three of you make your way back. Now it's at a leisurely pace. It's probably about 25 minutes from Donegan's to the Dormouse. You guys make it in about 18. All right. So at this point, trying to keep these timelines together, I'm gonna say it's about 6:20. Okay. So I'm gonna take us back.
And the party is 7, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. And let's see. Hold on one second. All right, so the three of you make it back to the Dormouse. It's about 20 after 6. Dove,
Yes.
they've got to start on you, but what was the plan actually? Was there a plan? Because they were going to talk to Don again.
We were just
You were
going to
get the
stuff and going back to the inn. Yeah.
So you were going to go back to the inn. So
Well,
you're not going to stop and look for them.
Yeah, I probably would try to stop and catch them on their way
Okay.
back out.
Yeah, because you probably would be back around the time, just a little bit after the time that they're leaving. Okay?
Just in time to catch them sneaking out of an alley.
Well, no, because they left the location to go to that alley, so you don't even know where they went.
Okay.
But you're going to get back to Donegan's shortly after the time that they head back. So I'm going to say you're only going to arrive at the Dormouse just a couple of minutes after them.
Okay.
Probably like no more than 5 minutes.
I would have gone back, and then they weren't there. I'd peek in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So time is now no longer paused, but we're still about 25 minutes behind where Safiel is right now. So you guys make it back to the Dormouse. I just gotta see if you guys have tokens.
Massachusetts time bubble.
No.
Massachusetts time bubble.
Those are real.
Okay. No one here. Okay, so I'm going to activate this. Everyone's coming back to the Dormouse. Lob. Dalavash. And Mother. I'll put Lob in the lead as you're storming in. Okay. What are you doing?
Rush in. I'm going to ignore the front desk.
Okay.
I'm immediately going to go for the stairs.
Okay.
And I'm going to go all the way up to Saf's room.
Okay.
I don't know where the stairs are.
Keep going back. You got it?
Are
Yep,
we on the
you're on the
third
second floor. Yes, they were on the. You're on the third floor, and you just passed the stairs. There you go. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to activate this so everyone can see. Can everyone actually see
I can.
what log?
Mhm.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I have shared Tokovich. Okay, so there you are. You know, Saf's room is right up here.
Okay. I enter the hallway
Uh-huh.
and I go to the door.
Okay, and it is closed and locked.
I bang on it.
Incoming property damage in 5.
When I don't get a response, I attempt to rip it off its hinges.
Okay, make a strength roll.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics probably would work.
They call him the Dormouse.
The door orc. All right.
Dork.
Dork.
All right. I'm going to say with that DC, you have no problems in smashing in the door. And it just you can see you've caused damage. And you can see that the window is shattered and the room is empty.
Does it look like there was a fight?
It does not.
The bed is made?
Other than the bed is. The bed has it's not made. Covers are thrown back. But there's no sign other than the window being just shattered. There's no sign of a struggle. And it looks like it was shattered outwards because there's no glass on the inside really.
Right. I go to the window and look out.
Yep. And you just see
a
all the
normal,
way
everyday
down.
street.
Yep. Well, it's the back patio of the Dormouse that you can see way down there, 2 floors down, 3 floors down.
All right. I go back into the hall.
Mother and real quick, Mother and Dalvash, what are you guys doing?
Probably going up to my own room. Is
Okay.
there a common area on the second floor?
I'm going to just bring you guys up real quick.
Yeah, following.
So give me a second.
I'm pretty much waiting for Dove to come back with the clothes.
All right. So you guys, I'm going to say you guys make your way up. And by the time you get up here, Dalvash and Mother, by the time you guys get up here, Lob is heading back out. And he looks. Describe how you look, Lob.
I'm a little pissed, but I'm looking around, looking maybe for a cleaning lady or another guest or a punching target.
Isn't everything a punching target to you?
So the two of you see Lob, who looks furious, but he's also looking around.
He's in investigator mode.
Yeah. So you guys see him. What do you say to him?
What are you doing, Love?
She's gone.
Who's gone?
Saf. Saf is gone.
Again? What is it with her and taking off on her own?
Gone how? Any
Gone. Go fucking look. And I move.
Fine.
Continue down the hallway looking
for someone.
For a household staff.
Doesn't appear to be anyone. So as Lob or Mother and Dalvash, as you kind of go towards the room, the first thing your eyes are drawn to is the broken window.
Hmm.
And a bed that looks like covers were just thrown off, and no Saf.
No struggle, no blood, may have escaped.
Nope. Yeah.
I'm stating.
Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Where is Lob's room? Oh, did Lob
don't
even
have a
get a
room.
room?
No, I sleep on the couch.
Sleeps outside the hallway.
I think technically he's sharing a room with Dalavash, but
Oh, alright. I don't
But
think I've ever
usually-
used it, so Dallas
Yeah.
has a room all to himself.
He usually passes out drunk before he gets that far.
Okay.
Or pursuers likely
So-
not after her.
You would probably, if you're looking for staff, you'd probably go down to the main area.
I'm heading for the back down to the main
Okay.
desk,
Should I contact?
and I'm gone.
He's gone. Who
yeah,
do you
I'll
want
follow.
to contact? Okay, you're gonna follow.
I'm asking her or him, but implying staff.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean for those of you who were on the second floor. I activated the first floor. You might have to switch back to the second floor to get your token.
My token's here.
Okay.
Just move me wherever.
Yep, I'll move
Longest.
you up here and go down the back stair. And same with, yeah, you got it, Bri. B-Rock. Okay. Okay. So you guys are back on the main floor. Lob, you approach the front desk. May I help you?
What happened?
Excuse me?
I know who you work for. I know who owns this establishment. What happened? Intimidate.
Roll your intimidate. She just looks pretty intimidated, and just kind of shakes her head and says, I am so sorry. I do not know what you mean.
Go get your boss.
One moment. And she heads back in, opens the door, closes it, and you hear her talking. And
Get the fuck out here now!
hold on one second.
Mother will ask again, shall I contact her?
Yes, you should.
Which would be in the middle of her short rest, time-wise.
Yeah, towards the tail end. Yeah. How are you? Oh, you still have that spell. So as after just a short period, another woman steps out and she says, "How may I help you, sir?"
What happened on the third floor?
I do not believe I know what you are referring to.
A window was broken. Were there people here?
She turns to the previous the front desk person, and she says, "What is this? A broken window? Where? Where? On the balcony? Who was here?" And she starts kind of like asking a flurry of questions to the staff, and she the young girl just says, I do not know, madame. And she kind of stops and thinks, there were three gentlemen that came, and they went up, but only two returned. I don't know. No one has reported a broken window.
Ignore that history check.
Okay.
Can
I
you
won't, because it
describe-
was a failure.
Can you describe these men?
You know nothing about the history of this hotel.
I said we could say the history of this window.
Yes, 3 men came, but only 2 came back down. Is that? Did they break a window?
Perhaps a window was broken. One may have left that way. Can you describe them physically? Appearance?
The manager just kind of turns to look at the front desk young lady, and she just says, she's just kind of thinking, yes, well, one was dressed very nice, and the other were not. And she just kind of looks at you like, is that enough?
Crap, we don't have descriptions. Motherfucker.
At just this point, Dove, you arrive.
Ooh, does that mean I get some vision now?
Yay! There you go.
Yay! Look at that. I can see.
Oh, you couldn't see? I thought everyone said they could see.
I could see a strip of the roof. When you went to the second floor, or whatever, I could see the inside of the building.
See. Oh, okay.
But,
that's right. I forgot. I have the mask on to hide the roof. My bad. Yeah.
I'm gonna I got the
I'm gonna bring Safiel right here. Matt, you probably see a building or
You're
roof.
just lurking in the corner, watching everything.
We come in holding the bag of holding. I hand it to Mother. Say everything's in there. Apparently Donovan dropped off everything with the.
Can you still see Saf? Okay, I just made you invisible, so they can't see you, but apparently you can still see.
One thing went right.
I kind of read the room real quick, and I kind of sidle over between these two, and I go, "What's with Lob?
She's gone.
Again?
Window broken out.
Yep.
All right, Lob, what are you doing?
I want to say, I know who owns this place, and I want to watch the manager for recognition.
Okay.
Like, she knows who I'm talking about.
Roll your insight.
Fuck.
She just she looks confused. She and she looks towards the front desk attendant kind of uncertainly, and she just turns back to you and she says, Do you wish to file a complaint?
I do.
No time. I will ask her. And I'm going to cast a message to Saf. Let's see, so 25 words, I think, so, saying to Saf, retrieved clothing attacked after Dalavash. Where are you at Dormouse now?
And this is which spell?
Message.
Hold on.
Sending.
Or
Sending.
Sending. Sending is the one you have to see the target.
Yeah, okay. Sending is a 3rd level spell, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your last 3rd level. Okay. So you have no more 3rd level spells. Holy crap. You only have 1 1st level spell and 2 2nd. Okay.
Good thing there's not going to be any fighting at the party.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
What kind of party is that? Not a
Okay.
Dothraki party.
Okay.
No
So
unnamed
this
party.
this definitely screws with my timeline just a little bit. So, back to Safiel. Saf, right as Tomas is stepping away to see if he can leave a message, he's getting his going through his stuff. He gets his arcane focus. Right as he's doing that, you receive a message from Mother.
All right. I will respond. There was an incident at the hotel. I had to leave. I am with Tomas. I am safe. Meet you at the party.
All right. Lob, Mother, Dalavash, and Dove. Roll me a perception.
Lob's distracted.
Yes, certainly distracted.
Okay. So everyone except for Lob sees one of the serving women come out of the common room, look around, see you guys, nod her head, and literally say something quietly to herself, and then immediately duck back in.
That's everyone but me, right?
Is that the common
Everyone but you.
That's the common room area?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Lob,
I'm heading in that
Yep.
direction.
what are you doing?
I'm still looking. I'm staring down the manager.
Yeah. So she told you that there was no there's like no recognition that you can see when you say you know who owns the inn, and then she just asked you, would you like to file a complaint? And then she's just kind
I
of
say,
staring back at you.
Yes. And I walk over to this. Actually, no. You don't. I am going to walk out and not be very nice to the door on my way out.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to roll anything.
No.
And
Roll your property damage skill.
Yes.
Mother will call out, "Reply came, she is safe."
I don't even know if Lob hears that. Where are you headed, Lob?
I'm headed away from the dormouse.
Okay. So you vaguely hear that, but I don't know that it stops you as you stalk away. So the three of you, Dove, as you kind of curiously peek in, you see that person behind the bar. Now, Saf, as you send your reply, you see Tomas say something, pause, nod, and then he comes over to you and he says, "Good news, your friends are back. They are there. They were all together."
Good. So as long as they don't go in my room, that's fine.
He kind of thinks, looks up, and he cringes a little bit. I will have her send. Hold on, and he goes back. He says something. Dove, as you're watching, the person at the counter stops mid-order, closes her eyes, nods, looks up and sees you and waves you over.
Okay. I come over slightly cautiously, but I I approach.
Okay. The guy who she was taking the order from, he's like holding up his hand. He's like, "Wait a minute!" And she just says, "No, enough! You will be served when I am ready." And she slaps down her towel and immediately comes over to you, leans over, and she says, "I have a message for you.
I'm all
You're-
ears.
Your friend is fine. She will meet you at the party." And she kind of just looks at you. Like, does that make sense?
I nod.
Yes. She nods and charges back over. "What do you want?"
I just kind of
And
sit
he
here for
just-
a moment and watch.
He just kind of like he sees and he gives his drink order and she goes to get it, kind of slams it down, and she grumbles something about manners to herself and the other barmaid, who just kind of gives her a look, and gives the patron a kind of a sympathetic look. Okay. All right. So timelines are caught up.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do? From where you are, you've also got about a 45-minute like carriage ride or something
Mm-hmm.
to the party, and so it's about 15 till the start. What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna get dressed and immediately
Yep.
go?
That's
What
what I
are
was
you gonna
thinking.
do?
I was thinking it's going to take me 15 minutes to get made up. Although technically I don't need to do much because of the hat.
Okay.
I mean, but I might as well wear it since we have it. Now that I don't need to wear
Okay.
armor anymore.
All right. Law,
I
what are you
want
doing?
to find the seediest bar I could possibly find.
Okay. All right. While the three of you and Saf, while you're getting ready, Tomas is kind of just he can't share much, obviously, but he's still kind of talking and pressing upon you that when you meet whoever you're supposed to meet, to be respectful, be polite, do not challenge. Okay? The three of you, do you go up to your rooms to get ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Lob, not too far away, because remember the Dormouse is kind of on that
It's in the
border
seedier side of town
between.
anyway.
Yeah, so it doesn't take you long to find a spot, and you bust in to this tavern.
Is there a bouncer?
There is, but he is someone who looks like
Tough.
Lob's in the
and
mood to bounce a bouncer.
also not very give a shit.
All right. Not casually, but I look at him and say, "What are you looking at?"
He at first he just kind of starts to get. Go ahead and roll a intimidate for me.
Wow, I am way preoccupied. Thanks, Saf.
Not my fault. If you waited and listened to Mother, you would know she's fine.
Not the point.
Hold on
No
one
problem.
second. What did you roll?
9.
9. Just because I'm gonna give you.
What are you looking at?
I'm going to go ahead and give
What are
you
you looking at?
inspiration, or not inspiration, advantage on that, just because of how forcefully you came in. So go ahead and roll that with advantage.
Wow,
you
there
go.
it is!
Oh,
There you go.
it is. That makes way more
That's-
sense.
That's what we were looking for, right there. So as he at first starts to get like a little bit offended and takes one look at your face, and immediately just kind of kind of looks away and just kind of raises his hands ever so slightly and just kind of looks away. So you make it in, and it is not even as clean as what this portrays, but everyone is huddled, hooded, and
dirt floor.
Yeah, not a dirt floor, but it is a dirty floor, and the lights are dim. It is not the greatest of places, and the barkeep kind of looks up, looks at the bouncer. The bouncer quickly looks and quickly like just shakes his head, and he kind of just nods towards you and he says, "What can I get you?"
What's the strongest thing you have?
What do you want? We got whiskey. We got, and he starts rattling off some really strong drinks that you know of, but there's nothing exceptionally good. Make a perception check. 12. As you say that and you kind of approach the bar, you see a woman, a rather beautiful woman, although she is not dressed in fine clothes. She is dressed in very, I mean, for lack of a better term, roguelike clothes, right? She's wearing pants, a shirt. You can see leathers and straps. But she does
Do I
look.
see any cleavage?
Oh yeah, plenty of that.
I look at her and I say, "I'm not here for good time."
she immediately reacts as you say that, and the bartender just kind of is still rattling off his drinks, and she just kind of inclines her head towards you and takes just completely downs a pretty big shot of some drink, and she kind of gives you a maybe next time kind of look, and the bartender just kind of asks you,
What do you have in a
what do you
bottle?
want? And so again, he rattles off, but he
The first thing he says, I say, "Give it to me."
All right,
The
he
bottle.
reaches for a bottle, pops the cork, slams down shot glass next to it, but it's a bigger shot. It's like a double, so it's almost like a rocks glass.
I
And
just
he
knock
just
the
says,
shot glass away with my hands.
"Okay,
I push it back behind the bar, and I just take the whole bottle and I just chug it, chug.
okay." He just says the bartender just kind of looks at you and quietly says, that'll be 7 silver when you're ready. And he finds an excuse and moves down the bar and starts talking to another patron as you're just chugging this drink, as the burning alcohol is just flowing down. And as you break and just kind of take a sip or take a breath after drinking the bottle, the woman is just kind of running a finger along her glass, and she says to you, "That looks like it hit the spot, and yet
No.
I don't think you are satisfied."
Didn't I just tell you I'm not looking for a good time?
You say with your words, but I have something you might be interested in. Not me, but something else. Something a little bit stronger. as she nods towards the bottle. Would you be interested in that?
What do you got?
She kind of nods for you to kind of come over a little bit. See,
And very cautiously, because I'm waiting for her to either pickpocket me or stab me.
yep.
And I just lean over real close.
Give me one more perception roll.
18.
Okay. You see quite a few people looking away, and the bartender themselves just kind of gives a few looks, mostly towards the woman, and then looks away. Like they're everyone is avoiding like eye contact.
With me or her?
With her. So as you lean in, she kind of reaches in slowly. She reaches into like her coat and slowly pulls out some type of pouch. It's almost like a tea bag, if you will. And she
Dice
kind of
bag?
just holds it
Small dice
in
bag?
2 fingers. What's that?
A small dice bag?
Tea bag.
Tea
Like
bag?
it's that type of like cloth. Like I don't know. It's almost like
It's
translucent.
porous. It's very
Oh.
porous.
Yep.
Gosh.
She pulls it out and she motions for your bottle and she says, "May I?"
It's not going to kill me, is it? I mean, as much as I'd like that right now.
Not. She laughs and she says, "Of course not, my dear. Trust. Trust." Roll an insight.
10.
You definitely feel like she is being very straightforward with you. Trust. You will love it. And she says, "Please," as she motions towards your bottle again.
I put the bottle down in front of her.
Okay. She just takes your bottle. She fills up her glass, kind of swirls it around a little bit, kind of nonchalantly kind of looks around. She opens the packet and just dumps in a brown powder. She swirls it with her finger.
What is that?
You'll love it, my dear. She swirls it, takes her finger out, puts it in her mouth, and just kind of shudders. Drink.
I look at
Trust
the
me.
glass.
All you can really see in the glass is just the alcohol. The powder
So the
seems to
powder's
have dissolved pretty easily. And she just says to you, "Trust me, my dear. This is what you are looking for."
It better be. And I down the glass.
Down the glass. Immediately, the first thing you sense is just a not great flavor. It is very, very bitter, although it is somewhat hard to tell too much with it being mixed in the very strong alcohol. The second thing that you notice is an almost feeling of euphoria as the liquid settles, closely following that just moment of elation is just this feeling of strength and power, and almost like you can do anything as it settles. And she can tell, and she feels, and just like that, she throws her head back and just laughs. What did I tell you, my dear? Is it not magnificent?
What is this?
Some call it lift. Others swagger. What does it matter? Is it not
Well, how do I know what to ask
exactly
for?
what you are looking for?
Yes.
She gives you a wink, and she takes one more packet out of her coat. Now, my dear, couple of things. You must wait. Do not double the dose. Trust me, this feeling will last a good while. I say it will be well into the evening before you feel it slip away. Do not take it before then. Do you understand?
Yes.
She kind of holds it towards you. Normally, this is quite expensive, but you look like you've had a hard day. I will give you this one. The first one is on the house. This one, 10 gold. And it is yours.
Oh, I actually have way more gold than I thought.
Even after you gave that old man like something ridiculous at the bottom of Mount Cambro.
Yeah. Well, on D&D Beyond, apparently I only have 20 gold, but on this character sheet,
Oh
I have
yeah. You have more on this one.
How much did you say?
She said 10 gold.
I hand her 10 gold.
As she takes the gold and she hands it to you, but doesn't let go. Okay.
The gold or my hand?
No, of the packet. So like as you're taking it, she just kind of holds on to it. Not like you could easily yank it out of her hand, but she just pauses and she tells you, most days I am here if you need some more. Or you can find me at other places. And she gives you the name of a couple other places to find her.
What's your name? If I have to ask for you.
If you need to find me, just ask for Maxine.
Okay.
Have fun, my dear, as she lets go. Gives you a wink, and then she throws a gold piece on the bar, blows a kiss to the barkeep, and walks out. As she does, that should cover his drink as well. Yes. Goodbye. as she leaves, and the bartender kind of nods and doesn't look at you.
I want one more bottle. And I hold out a single gold piece.
Okay. He quickly grabs it and hands it to you. Of
And then
course.
I want to take the gold piece. I want to bury it into the bar.
Bury it into the bar. What do you mean?
Push it into the bar, like slam it down into the bar so it sticks into the bar.
Okay. Okay.
By, like it's narrow edge. Obviously
Okay.
not by
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Roll me a athletics.
I mean, I feel like I can do anything, so I feel like I can do this.
All right.
27.
I'll do it. You take the coin, and you see just a particular like wedge, and you just slam it down in, and the coin sinks a good like centimeter into the bar top, and everyone just kind of stops and looks at you like, holy shit. Because for some of the other patrons can't see that there was just the slightest little opening, a little gap, and they think you just literally sunk a coin into the bar top, and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
And I take my bottles to go back to the Dormouse.
Okay. I'm gonna say that as Lob is returning, and as by the way, Lob, check your effects.
Effects. Oh yeah.
If you go to your character sheet, you can see.
Oh, that's cool. It has a duration and everything.
Yep.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, you can. I think you can edit the effect. Maybe. Yeah. So if you look at the effect,
yes, I can.
And go to the effects, I'm just going to. Yeah, you can, but just leave it running. I'm going to message you what that does.
You expire when the duration runs out.
Oh, damn.
You gotta keep taking it. It's like crank.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, she's always around. He's gonna be addicted, and he doesn't even know it. So he's a druggie
Gotta
and
keep
an
his adrenaline
alcoholic.
up or he's gonna die.
Great.
All right.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay. There's one more thing to do. Roll me a con save.
Oh.
All right, never mind. It is not. Con save. Where is the con save?
Okay. All right. So as you are heading back and arriving, the three of you are on your way out. There's a carriage pulling up to take you to the party.
You look around for Lob real quick.
Yeah, Lob is literally walking in as you guys are walking out.
Where the hell did you go?
You just kind of grab the bag of holding from Mother, slam it into Lob's chest, and say, "Your outfit's in here. Get dressed real quick." Get dressed on the way.
Now,
Fine. As
Lob.
long as you don't mind looking at my ass.
What Lob is feeling is still just that sense of euphoria and just swaggering confidence.
Oh no.
Okay. As I'm dressing in the carriage,
Yep.
and I'm pretty nude, I'm going to turn to Dalavesh, and I'm going to say, That's right. Get a good look.
I play it off like I'm not checking him out. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. I mean,
I'm looking out the window like
What?
No. I think you want to be looking over here.
oh, I really don't.
Safiel,
Thank you.
you have about an hour. So after you talk with Tomas, and Tomas tells you that they are going to meet you, he offers to find you a safe passage, i.e., another. And then he asks you, "Do you have your change of clothes?"
Kind of. And then she'll just say Mystify again and the dress is on.
As soon as you do that and your clothes change into your gown, roll me a perception.
Persuasion?
No, perception.
My persuasion's better.
Or insight.
Hold on.
Let me
Oh,
see. Do I want insight? Roll me an insight, actually. Okay. Tomas is very impressed with the results, and just a little speechless as he just okay, and he just looks at you and he says, "Magnifique, my dear, you are a vision."
He's lying.
What? You're an asshole! You're so mean!
Awesome.
She's just gonna curtsy and say thank you. They did
All right.
well, I did a good job looking at the design. I don't know if this is what it actually looks like.
You had a pretty good like idea of it in your head, and you were pretty confident it's pretty close to what the tailor had designed. Tomas leaves for just a moment. Probably about the time that everyone else is leaving in their carriage. So maybe 5-10 minutes later, he returns and he says, Your carriage will be here shortly. And he takes you out another way through the warehouse in a different direction where you came. You guys go through a few passages and things like that and get onto a slightly nicer side of the town where a very nice, very impressive carriage is waiting. And as he helps you in, and sits you down, he just says to you, I wish that I could be there. Please, do not forget the potion. And do not forget what I said.
I won't. How do I find you after this?
I will be keeping tabs.
Okay.
Just promise me you will be safe.
I promise I will try.
He nods. He steps back. He closes the door and like bangs on the side, and the driver starts moving away. All right. So all of you are now headed towards the manor house of Urian. Hold on.
Von Finkelstein.
No, what is his name?
Where name?
I
can send it to you, but I can't fucking tell you.
Yeah, that's right. Urian Irwinarn, which is the cousin of the king of Onder, the governor
Ben's just
of the city of Fairhaven. And all of you are headed there.
Yeah.
So, 45 minutes passes for the first of you as you start to arrive. And you can see it is definitely a little bit out in the more countryside. As you guys pull up, the grounds are just even in the fading, mostly twilight light, where it's now well into the evening, but you can just see it's gorgeous. Trees, the landscaping, the path. There are lanterns lining the drive up to the country, up to the estate. And hold on one second. And you guys pull up. The carriage departs. It's now fairly dark. And there are people waiting to help you guys out, and you guys are all wearing your finest. As you step out, and Dove, you'll have to change your token when you get there. I figured you would want something particularly special.
I did on the other map already.
All right.
Also, let me just say that as Lob was changing, Mother did not avert their eyes or react in any way. They've seen this all before as a medic. Just kind of says, please do not lose your temper again.
Let me, look, Delaves. The machine is looking.
You watch where you're swinging that thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, oh my gosh, look at that. That is a fancy outfit for Dove. Okay, as you guys appear, you can see that there is an open door leading further into the manor house. The grounds, again, and this place is pretty sprawling and huge, with two fountains standing out. And then the entryway inside. The door on the right is already open. There is someone waiting to take any codes, things like that, and you guys are free to make your way in.
Right. Oh, head up. Wait for my escort to show up.
Haha. Man, I'm just gonna move you in. I don't know if you can move your token, but I'm just gonna move you in.
Oh, I can just walk in. Ooh.
Okay.
Place is fancy.
So as you guys walk in, you see a very opulent entryway with marble floors. There is these gorgeous double stairs leading up, with more stairs leading further. There's a balcony above you. There's a giant chandelier, and right in the center is just this magnificent sculpture of this majestic bronze dragon. The statue itself is shining bronze. It just has this majestic pose. And a servant comes in, asks you, welcome. And he asks for your invitations.
And I assume we have them and can present accordingly.
Yep. Guess I should have a servant in here doing that. So he nods, takes everything. Right this way, please. Follow me.
Of course.
And he comes in, and ushers you into the formal dining room, where he announces in a somewhat louder voice, as people. Let me get some of these people out of the freaking way here, so you guys can actually come in. So as you guys make your way in, it is my privilege to announce. How would he would probably say the Grand Arbiter Yezdov. What is your last name? Oh, Villanova. And he bets, and her attendants, as you guys walk in, resplendent in your finery.
I would have mentioned to the guy before we walked in the door that we have one more part of our retinue showing up in a little bit of time.
Okay. Lob, what are you doing? Are you just hanging out in the...
No, I am...
He's waiting for us to get out of the way so he can move in.
Okay.
No. I am... As the party moves in, I'm actually going to move to one of the servants. Crap. I had a note and I lost it, so now I'm looking at Hunter's notes. Thank you, Hunter.
What are you looking for?
No, I found it. I just gotta find the... I had it written down on a post-it note and I must have moved it. I can't find it.
What are we looking for?
The name of the girl I'm looking for.
Oh.
Did you get her name? I don't think you got her name.
Yes. Her name is Lorwyn.
I like how the lighting plays off the actual tokens, too.
I don't think he gave you a name.
He did.
Really?
Her name is Lorwyn.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Orwen.
Okay. I'm going to update the note then. Yeah, he would know, because it's...
I mean, Hunter's got 30 pages of notes. I hope you have 30 pages of notes.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
How do you spell the name?
Lorwen.
Okay. All right. Your note is updated, and it is not
Oh yeah, it is right there.
shared to you. So all players, observer, Lob is owner, save changes. Okay, so now you can go and you'll see the note from Dorvek.
Alright.
So if you go to the
Do any of
journal,
the servants have those features?
well, none that you can see.
Alright.
All right. So, but are you coming into the main room first?
Yes. If none of the servants in the entryway have
there's no one. Yeah. Nope.
I move in.
Okay. But the guy to your left is probably the main servant, since he's on attendant to the royal ball.
Is that the manager from the Dormouse?
Where?
To the right.
Oh. The token is probably the same, but it is not the manager from the Dormouse.
I noticed that too.
Okay. Okay, so as you guys come in, Urian approaches you, holds out his hand towards you, Dove.
Oh, I will hold my hand out as well.
He doesn't quite he doesn't kiss it or anything like that, but he takes it and does a slight incline of his head, and tells you, welcome to my estate. My cousin, the king, sends his regards that he was not able to attend, but is most excited to meet you.
That's too bad. I was told he would be here today.
Apologies. Everyone roll me an insight.
The travesty of being a head of state.
I was, already saying I was observing jury in to see. Is he surprised to see us?
He is not happy to see you. That's about all you can tell. But he is hiding it behind polite, high
Decorum.
society
Yes, of course.
decorum.
Well, I'm turning it up to 11.
He turns to you and he introduces a noble woman here and says that this is his wife, and she is a what looks like most likely a half elf.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
And her name is Olivia Wernar. And she does a very slight curtsy, just kind of an inclination. He motions to his right. This is Edwina de Orion, head of House Orion. And he kind of cocks an eyebrow if you have already met. But Edwina comes up. She gives a much more pronounced bow, much deeper level of respect shown. It is a pleasure. And she bows deeply to you. It is always good to see the esteemed arbiters. Welcome to Ander.
I give a solemn nod. We go where we're
And
needed.
as you guys are being introduced, another more severe looking woman comes up and he says, "Ah, yes, the Evangelia de Vidalis." And she also does a much deeper bow than the governor had. And just says to you, House Vidalis welcomes the esteemed members of the 12. Everyone roll me another perception.
Perception? Or okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee!
Okay. You guys see not quite glaring daggers, but Edwina is definitely not. She's very aloof towards Evangelion,
Okay.
and who in return seems to just completely ignore her. All right. So while that's all happening, Lob, you're kind of in the way, but the guy is right next to you. Now might be a good time to talk to him.
Is
if
he
you
a
wanted
servant?
to ask. Yeah, he's what was most likely be like the head servant.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word with you?
He kind of seems startled, but of course, and leads you slightly away. Over here, he steps over here. How may I be of assistance, Monsieur?
I reach into my pouch and I fumble with the gold, touching the bag of stuff. And I pull out 2 gold. And I say, and I push it into his hand. Or I open my hand with 2 gold in it. and I say, I need to know. I need to know if one of your servants is our Lorwyn.
He seems confused a little bit. He seems interested in the gold, but makes no move to take it. And he says, "My apologies. I do not follow. Has one of our staff done something?"
No, I just need to know if she's here.
And what was the name?
Lorwyn.
I can make inquiries.
You mean you don't know? How many servants do you have here?
He
Thousands.
raises a single eyebrow and just says, "Does my lord require anything else?"
Insight check.
Go ahead. Okay. You can tell he's being polite. But exactly, what else? You don't know. You're not getting much else from him. He's got a pretty decent head
Has he not
servant
taken the
poker
gold?
face. He has not taken the gold.
Then I close my hand
Okay.
and I watch him.
He's just looking at you expectantly.
No, there's nothing else you can do for me.
Very good. I will make inquiries and find you later. Yes? And with that, he kind of just walks on by and out.
Which door does he go through?
The one that
that we came in.
that you guys entered.
When we came in?
Yep. Yeah.
Are there any other guests showing up? I ask someone in the room.
There are lots of guests. And in this particular room, there's a lot of people, dining. It doesn't look like they've served dinner yet, but could be, soon. There are, however, drinks, servants kind of going about with drinks,
Yeah, I'll
with
grab
hors
a
d'oeuvres,
goblet
things
off
like
the
that.
thing as it goes by.
Yeah. And after introducing you and being what you would say is polite enough, Jurian, dang it,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to move you. Jurian heads over with his wife, who are talking with some more noble women here. People are kind of going about.
Are there
As before he
placeholders?
left, he did say, "Please enjoy the party. Feel free to move about. There are guests in many rooms, and dinner will be in a short amount of time later." Yep.
Are there name tags on the table?
No. There's no formal seating. At this point, Safiel, your carriage has arrived.
Cool.
Did I disabled your video somehow too?
Well, I just turned it off and back on because I had to eat really quickly.
Okay.
Can I go inside?
All right. Head on in.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
So as you are heading in, again, the first thing you see immediately is this just majestic bronze statue of this dragon, as well as just the gorgeous marble flooring and a huge chandelier up top. And a servant, approaches and asks if he can take anything or assist, and then politely asks if you have your invitation.
I am all set. Yizdov should have given you my invitation.
And immediately after saying that, of course, your companions are right through there, as he motions towards this door over here. Please don't hesitate if there is anything else I can do for you.
Thank you.
And with that, he actually... Oh, did you want...
Oh, I was just gonna ask if anything looks weird. But, like, him leaving doesn't matter.
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, but I was gonna... If he's leaving, that's fine. I'm not gonna ask him.
Yeah, well, he just goes through this door over here. But for you, I mean, other than what I've already described, that's it, right? You have this huge, enormous entryway. There's a balcony above as the steps go up, and you see a balcony circling the room up above. And there are people up there talking, chatting, things like that.
Okay. I'm gonna go find them. Try
Okay.
and find them.
When she walks in the door, if we see her, I'm going to walk over and say, "Ah, you made it!" And I'll get in close and I'll kind of lean in and whisper, "Is everything okay?"
Oh god, where? Okay, where are you?
I'm right
Did
here.
I just step on you? Oh yeah, you have so many pictures. I'm like, where the fuck is
That's why you look for the yellow ring.
Yeah, keep track.
she? I'll just whisper to her, everything's fine.
Oh,
Are
hold
you
on.
guys okay?
We're better than fine. Did you need your outfit? No, it looks like you did well.
So did you.
You might want to be careful with Lob tonight. He seems real agitated. And he might be on something. I can't tell.
Great. Well, I have other things to worry about.
That is a good point. With the medicine roll, could I tell anything unusual about his
Oh my
physiology
fucking god, Cat.
as he was undressing?
Ghost Matt sits on the throne.
You're like you could roll like an insight, but honestly, I don't think there's anything that Lob's doing that's out of the ordinary at this point.
There wasn't any physiological, like, flushed skin or dilated
Nope.
pupils or anything.
If I can step in, I might have been a little more open about my sexuality.
Yeah, I get that
In
impression
the
on the
right-
ride over here. That's why I was saying that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it wouldn't trigger suspicion, is what I'm saying. It's not
Right,
enough
right.
to be like, oh,
You're right.
no.
He's a little
That's-
bit more gregarious than usual
Mhm.
today.
Yeah, he
Glad
was
I didn't
carrying a
realize it.
bottle. He was carrying a bottle that may or may not have been half drunk.
Right.
Don't
Oh, it's fully drunk now.
So that's what I was basing my comment on.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything too out of the ordinary that you guys would be able to see, other than he is no longer as angry as he was when he left, right?
Mhm.
That's something different.
Okay.
Whoa, look at my freaking hand is like...
When I see Saf coming down the window, I am going to be completely disinterested.
Oh, interesting.
He's been acting that way since we left, so it doesn't bother me.
I can't play too much longer because I do have to work.
I know.
Okay.
So, really quickly, what are your plans? You have no king,
Right.
but you do have at least two of the three expected
Like the House members?
yeah, you've met the representative from House Orion.
Right.
You've met the representative from House Vidalis.
And they were the ones that were
Do
giving each
you-
other the cold shoulder kind of thing?
There was something going on.
Okay.
Do you remember what
I know there's like a war,
going on?
or there's enough hostilities and arguments between the two forces that they're worried about a war starting. And that's why we're even here, is supposed to negotiate at least a de-escalation of tensions between the two houses, it sounds like.
Yeah, the primary.
The primary antagonists are not House Vidalis and House Orion, but House Lorandar
Right.
and House Orion.
Okay.
And Vidalis is actually in the middle, as both of the other houses are competing for contracts.
Okay.
And Venus de Lorandar is not here at the
Right.
party.
Not yet.
Well, it's a big manor. You guys have only stepped in
Okay.
2 rooms.
True.
So
Well, then I would probably want to spend at least 5 or 10 minutes talking to each of the important guests, make my face and make myself known to people for the future conversations and stuff like that, and try to get a read on their general personalities, stuff like that, and obviously walk around the manor house to meet other guests in other rooms.
I think we should ask around about why the king's not here.
I mean, isn't the party supposed to be just a meet and greet? It's not actually any kind of
Yeah.
negotiations or anything. Yeah, okay.
correct.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm focusing on doing, is what I'm literally here for. I don't have a side mission like some of these guys, I don't think.
Yeah.
2 or 3 things here. So
Who has the history book, by the way?
I think Mother does.
I think Mother had it last.
Do you know what history book I'm talking about?
the
One
annals.
we got
Of,
from the ruins?
Nope.
That's what I thought he meant too.
Oh,
the annals of was it on their history, and we're looking for volume 2 or something here.
Oh,
I forgot
then
about
I
that.
would have it, I think. I didn't think he gave us a book.
Tomas did.
Okay,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't think he gave it to us. He just told us to find it. Then yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're looking for volume 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm gonna find the library.
And hopefully we have had some time to at least skim it and see if there might be any clues about it. Anyway, a few things, comments or questions. So would it be bad form to straight out ask them, kind of, do you have what is your argument with this other house, or...
I would recommend against it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, second...
I would definitely recommend a bit more
Yeah.
tact.
We're going to avoid all politics at this party at all possible.
Second thing, I probably would have said this to Dove beforehand. Well, first, did we bring our weapons in here, or shields particularly?
I didn't.
I would say,
No.
probably. Armor, yes, because you guys have the ornamental armor. Yours, Mother, you have. I would say no to the shield, although it could be in the bag of holding. So I'm going to go ahead and unequip that. And you probably it is a very ornate staff, so you could be holding your staff, or you could not. That's kind of up to you. For both Lob and Dalavash, he gave you ornamental weapons, but they would be more like long swords. So I'm assuming, Lob, you probably don't have your great sword. So you guys will need to decide, if it's not currently equipped, where is it?
Say we stash our stuff
Is
in
it
the
in?
bag of holding.
Yeah, is it in the bag of holding, etc.?
Yeah, it's in the bag of my stuff's in the
Available
bag of
if you
holding.
need it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I mentioned this because of the markings on the shield I am using, which we got from
Oh, the
a
magic shield.
certain Ainam de Lorandar. Because I would ask Dove before this, shall I ask any pointed questions of de Lorandar as to whether she knows Ainam?
What about the shield in Lorandar?
We got the shield. That was one of the items that we confiscated from Ainam de Lorandar on the train.
Oh, you're right. Might be worth talking to them about it.
Yeah, I would be very tactful if you breach that subject.
Shall I leave it to you to ask, or shall I?
We don't want to start any kind of a dispute during this party.
Right.
If we can catch them alone, maybe.
Not only that, you do know the fallout from that, and most likely what would have happened to Aemon was that he would be excoriated.
Yeah.
He would be cut off from the house, denied. Probably wouldn't be the best idea to bring that up
Okay.
because it's kind of like throwing salt in the wound.
And they would maybe even want to confiscate the shield because it's like house property or whatever, I would think.
Okay.
I mean, maybe, right? I don't know.
You're the
I
DM,
would-
you're supposed to know.
Well, we don't know.
Right.
For us to find out.
But-
Exactly.
But yeah, I asked because I was considering bringing up, hey, we had the pleasant occasion to meet Ainam de Lorandar. Did you happen to know him? But
Pleasant
no,
occasion.
doesn't sound like that's a good idea. now.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, we are the ones that brought dishonor to your house. Ha, ha, ha. Or
No, he did. We were taking care of it.
exposed. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I really want to avoid
Jeez.
anything that's going to potentially start any kind of hostilities or an argument at this party.
Okay.
If anything,
So
I want
at
to
this
de-escalate
point-
tensions.
But yet you brought me.
Well, that's true.
Be thinking about your plan and how you want to approach, how you guys want to break up, who you want to talk to. Probably talking to all three house members at one point. Not the greatest
Yeah.
idea.
Not at the
Maybe
same
get into a
time.
part.
Yeah, individually.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
I want
So be
everybody
thinking
targeted
about
alone
what-
when possible.
You guys are going to do. And those of you who are not going to be doing the talking, think about what you can do: overhearing, listening in on conversations, scouting the place out, helping Saf. Saf's got things to do. Lob's got things to do. So be thinking about all those things as we come back next week or next
Alright.
session
Next session.
to resume.
All right.
Okay?
Then I will stop the
Excellent.
stream.
All right, go ahead and stop the stream.
Good
We'll
time,
see
good
you all at the party.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nate.